Morning, we've just parked up in Glenridding, paint display, where today we're going to do a classic route of Stride Edge, Swirral Edge and Catstye Cam. We've started nice and early because it's going to be very busy up here. It's 5:45 now, sunrise, absolute beautiful morning. So we've head out the village in the direction of Lantis Tarn. Once past the tarn, we're going to start to traverse up to the hole in the wall. We just passed Lantis Tarn and we're dropping down into the valley of Grizedale. We got Burke's and St Sunday Crag straight ahead of us, and just a little further up here we'll find a path to our right taking us up to the hole in the wall. Straight ahead of us we've got Dollywaggon Pike and Nethermost Pike. We can't see Helvellyn yet or Stride Edge, but we will do very shortly. Behind us the sun is just starting to come up over Placefell. This path runs up nice and steady, thick bracken at the bottom, but it's started to clear out a bit now. See Fairfield beyond St Sunday Crag, then we've got the call in Grizedale Tarn, and then up onto Dollywaggon Pike and Nethermost Pike, and somewhere behind here Helvellyn, and we shouldn't be too far from the hole in the wall now. So here we are at the very famous hole in the wall. We're about 2,300 foot in of ascent and about 2.5 miles from Glenridding. Straight ahead of us we've got the start of Stride Edge, the ramp up to the memorial, across the summit of Helvellyn, down Swirral Edge, and then Catstye Cam. This, Billy, was what you were born for, lad. Rockstar. I can just see the end of Red Tarn below Helvellyn there, and a good few wild campers. We've beat them up today, 7:30 AM, and here we are, over 2,500 feet, and the start of Striding Edge. See the tarn now, and about 16 tents. There we have St Sunday Crag, Fairfield, Dollywaggon Pike and Nethermost Pike. I'm almost certain the other side of them mountains we've got a fantastic inversion going on. I can't really see it yet, but I think there's a fantastic temperature inversion. We'll see it when we get to the summit. So this is actually the summit of Striding Edge, high spying Howe, 863 metres, and it's a nut all. Down here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Up. 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 Good boy. Go on, lad. This way. Come on, lad. Come on. Just before you get to the chimney, as you start to rise up the ramp, there's a traverse path runs along the left hand side. I strongly suggest anyone with a big dog to use the traverse path that I'm going to use, because you'll have to lift your dog down the chimney and that really is tough. We're on the crest at the moment, but if you didn't fancy this, there's also a lower traverse path down to our right. Just here is where I'm going to take that traverse path to my left to avoid Billy having to down climb the chimney. I'll put a grid reference here. This is the bit we've avoided. You'll get a better view of it in a second. This is the chimney and this is the route down if you're scrambling. It's a little bit steep for a dog, so use that traverse path. We're on the last section now, the ramp up onto the memorial and then the summit plateau of Helvellyn. And here we are, top of Striding Edge and the memorial. We'll head past the shelter over the summit plateau, and then we're going to drop down Swirral Edge just there below us, and then we're going to head up Catstye Cam. Helvellyn summit, 950 metres. It's a Wainwright, a Burkitt, a Hewitt, a Nuttall and a Madeline, and probably a few others. I'm just dropping down to our left a little bit to get a look at this inversion, and then I'm going to come back up and head down towards Swirral Edge. But just look at this, our view across the high fells in the west. You can just see, I think, Scafell Pike. It's the only hill you can see in this direction, poking above the cloud. Great Gable. Wow, just look at that. Right then, we'll head back towards Swirral Edge and start our descent. What a place to have a piss. So here we are. We've just had a little bit of a wander about on the summit plateau, and this big cairn here marks the top of Swirral Edge, which is just there. Billy's never actually been down Swirral Edge, so it's a new one for him, so I probably won't do as much filming as I'll be looking after him. Not that he'll probably need any looking after. He usually finds the easiest way. He's never in much of a rush. Always stops and has a bit think about things, and if he's not happy he'll come back and find a better way. Looks like we're going this way, Billy. Come on down, lad. Good boy. It's about 8 years since I was last down this edge myself. I've never been up here since I got Billy. 8 years ago. Lots of training before we started doing the edges and the scrambly stuff. Go on down. I think he's probably stuck there on that ledge, so he won't go any further. I'll bring him back. Billy, come this way. Try this way. Oh, probably just down there where he's at, I think. Come on, lad. He seems to think that's the way, so we'll go and have a look. In here, Billy, in here. Come on, in here. Good boy. Good boy. In there. Good lad. Good lad. He's sorted. This way, lad. To our left from Swirral Edge we've got Brown Cove and Keppel Cove. Above Keppel Cove we've got Rays. Go on then, go on. You can get down there. That's us off the rough stuff. Swirral Edge now behind us. We're in the col between Swirral Edge and Catstye Cam. We're going to head to the summit of Catstye Cam. As far as the edges go, and dogs, my advice would be only bring your dog on these kind of edges and terrain, scrambling, if you're 100% confident he's capable. Billy's done this for 8 years, so he's pretty sure of himself, as am I. I'm pretty sure of him as well. Striding edge, Swirral Edge. Don't be fooled into thinking Swirral Edge is easier, because it's not. I thought it was equally, if not more, technical for a dog to get down because of its steepness and because a lot of the rock up there is very flat and polished be very, very slippy if it was wet. So yeah, my opinion, Swirral Edge is just that little bit harder for our four-legged companions. I just met a subscriber coming down off Catstye Cam, Ben Foster. We must be cousins or something like that. Absolutely lovely meeting you, mate. We had a nice large chat. Couldn't have been any more complimentary towards Billy and our videos. I'm delighted. You have a great day, mate. It'll be nice to get over Catstye Cam and to get down to a river for Billy. It's still only just after 10 o'clock, but things are starting to warm up now. So here we are, the summit of Catstye Cam, 890 metres. It's a Wainwright, a Burkitt, a Hewitt and a Nuttall, and look at this, it's got a tiny little summit, proper pikey, lofty. Look at that, that is it. You wouldn't get much of a summit camp up here, but look at the view. Look at the view across Ullswater and the North Pennines, Cross Fell. Wow, look at how steep it is. So once again I've given Billy all my water. We're empty. It's red hot, but look what we have. A brand new filter for our water to go bottle. Just screws in the top like this. Lasts so many litres, I forget now, but if you add it up in months it works out about a year. Brand new. I don't have any problem where to get my water from now. Today I could get water from a peat bog, filthy water, and that's gonna filter it nice and safe without any worries about me filter being old, because I was using an old one and I was a little bit dubious as to whether it still had any properties left in it. But that, brand new. £20 for 2 filters. The bottles are £40 with 1 filter. I'm sorry lad, you've drunk it all. It's all gone, but we'll be down by the river very soon. Do you want some coffee? Yeah, you would have that as well, wouldn't you? So our route off Catstye Cam is straight off the front in the direction of Red Tarn Beck, just down there below us, where we'll get some much needed water. Look at him, he's miles ahead of us. He knows there's water down there. We're not too far away from it now. When we get down onto the footpath above Red Tarn Beck, we'll follow it all the way back into Glenridding, where it runs into Glenridding Beck. We'll just see if we can get down there to the beck before we start descending down this path. We're just going to scramble down here somewhere, try and get to the water for Billy. It'll do. Come on, Billy. How nice is that? Is that nice? Lovely. This path drops down into the valley really quick. It's not a nice path. Gravel, easy to stand on a stone and roll your ankles, so got to be careful. He's in again. Catstye Cam now behind us. What an epic mountain. The path eventually drops down to the old mine workings and Glenridding Beck, where we cross this little bridge. You could stay on that path if you wanted. It would also eventually get you back into Glenridding, but there might be a little bit of ascent involved with that one, so I'm going downhill. So all of this above me is the old Greenside mine. There's some beautiful houses and flats being renovated here. What a place to live, eh? Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. I think the ski club members stay here. I'm not sure, to be honest. And just before you get to that other place, Greenside Mine, you've got Helvellyn Youth Hostel. The road runs all the way down from the youth hostel back into Glenridding. We've less than a mile to go now, so I'm going to wrap my video up and say thank you for watching. If you like my content, please think about giving me a subscribe. Today's route, by the time we get back to the car, will be about 8 mile. A classic route of Helvellyn's ridges, Striding Edge and Swirral Edge. We've got a fantastic temperature inversion from the summit of Helvellyn, and then we also added Catstye Cam for good measure. So it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from our lad, the Rockstar. There he is, still got plenty of fuel in the tank. We head out of Glenridding Pay and Display car park down Glenridding Beck in the direction of Lantistarn. Once reaching Lantistarn, we then started the climb up the traverse path, eventually reaching the hole in the wall. From the hole in the wall, we started our traverse across Striding Edge, crossing High Spy and How, and then head to the summit of Helvellyn. Back down Swirral Edge and up over Catstye Cam. We then drop down Catstye Cam to Red Tarn Beck. Following Red Tarn Beck all the way down to the valley bottom, we eventually dropped into the old mine workings at Greenside. Passing Helvellyn's youth hostel, we then dropped back down Greenside Road and back into Glenridding.